Hello there and welcome back. I am Giuseppe Corcella of Virtual Orchestration, and today I'm going to review BBC Radiophonic Workshop by Spitfire Audio. This is basically a collection of sounds and effects from the BBC archive shaped in a way to be playable. Inside the Spitfire Audio dedicated plugin, the library includes 98 presets and over 1,000 unique sounds placed inside the Spitfire Solar engine, so you can also customize your own sound. I recommend you to take a look at the product page on the Spitfire Audio's website to have a complete overview of the idea behind this library. It usually sells for €179. A 30% discount for students and educators is also available, and downloads via the Spitfire Audio app. Download size is 27.8 gigabytes. Okay, let's have a look to the interface. First of all, you won't find in your plugin list the BBC Radiophonic Workshop plugin, but you have to look for the Solar plugin. And up here you have the expression fader, which adjusts the level of the technique, and the crossfader, which controls the mix percentage between the A and B layers. This is indeed a 2 layers engine. You have a layer A and a layer B here, and you can work on them individually. You can choose a ready to play sound among the presets here, or also you can just click on one of the 2 layers and look for one individual sound and create a mix of 2 sounds you like and also work on them. You have indeed here the same parameters you can play with for the 2 layers. You have volume, pitch, filter, and these little faders control the oscillation amount of these parameters. Here you have a high pass and low pass filters. These sliders control the resonance for the 2 filters, and you have here an envelope, ADSR, tuning pen, offset and trim, and also a few more parameters here. This is the oscillator. You have to check this box to activate it, and you can here set the speed, and here you can also set the behavior of the oscillator. You can also assign a parameter to the big knob here, and you can assign it to a control change, so you can control it real time if you want. Also very useful here is that you can filter the presets per category, so you can right away find what you're looking for and also add them to your favorite list and listen a little preview of them, so you know how they sound before you actually load the preset. If you move the mouse on these info panels, you can read a little description of the sound. In the second page you have some more effects. Here are the effects. To activate them you just have to click on this button, and then you see that you have more parameters for each of them. And also here you can work separately for layer A and layer B, and also you have here the master effects and also an auxiliary channel, and you also can set some effects on an auxiliary channel. If you click on this button you basically hide the lower zone of the interface, and this can be quite useful if you're working, for example, on a laptop, so you don't have a big screen. In the last page, you have a gate sequencer. Okay, BBC Radiophonic Workshop is a truly fascinating library. It's filled with rare, distinctive sounds. It's a tool that can easily find a place in electronic music productions, but it also shines in cinematic context, especially when scoring industrial, sci-fi or dystopian films and creating unique sound design elements. There are also a few kits of Foley's, which are a quite nice addition. The engine offers a lot of flexibility with a wide range of effects that allow you to deeply customize and shape your sounds. I particularly enjoyed the oscillator function, which brings an organic sense of movement between the two layers and really expands the creative possibilities. It's a library that invites you to experiment and think outside the box, offering a sound palette that feels both historic and refreshingly modern. And it's all for today. If you enjoyed this review, feel free to leave a like to support the channel and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be updated whenever a new video goes live. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.